It's like this. So that you will have to what do you call this one? Stop all the mucus that comes out. It won't go here. So.
Yeah, but I'm not Filipino. I can't go. We're already rolling.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, welcome back, guys. I can't get her to settle down. As soon as we're here, she just starts yammering away. So today's Saturday talk is going to be a bit about some updates, some news, and then we're going to get into describing our house and what we went through to get the property and the scale of house and the garage, etc. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a quick announcement.
Yeah.
We are flying September 22nd.
In the evening, it's almost September 23. It's like 1 hour before September 23.
Yeah.
So,
most of the flights from Western Canada fly just before midnight.
yeah.
So it gives you sort of that 2-day thing that you lose, but then when you come back, you gain a day back. So it doesn't really mean much in the scope of things. Everything is based on like for me, being out of the country. So as an example, I have to be careful with my medical. I need to be in Canada for 5 months plus a day. So what we have to do is you take 365, lop off the 1 day. So 364 divided by 12, and that's what a month is. Okay. We don't, because you have to work ultimately on days. February 28th screws everything up as far as months go. So on top of that, we're only 2 months away. So have you given notice to work yet?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I knew that, but they don't know that.
They already know. I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Are you happy this time? Or
No.
just, yeah, I know. Through COVID, of course, Lynn managed to get 18 months worth, well, not quite 18 months of work, because we did move in that period. But she did get a good big whack of time. And of course, we saved enough money.
Right.
And that leads us into, in a moment, we'll talk about it. But we've got another Billick buy-in box here.
Yes.
I'm not going to do individual videos on this because this is just about shipping all of the extra sheets and all of that stuff that we have, and we'll ship it to the Philippines.
Yeah. And kitchenwares.
Yeah, we did score a really good set of pots and pans that Lynn says there's no way we could have got that. This was a massive blowout sale for these pots. Yeah. Stainless steel and the whole thing. So that plus our sheets and a few little tinkery things that we can't really get in the Philippines, that will all go. But we want to time that to try and be
there before December.
Yeah, before December, but after we kind of are underway and moved.
Yeah, and then at least the house is like, built, even if it is just raw. Like,
yeah. So let's get into what we're going to build for a house. 2 stories, 6,000 square meters.
If it is 2-story, he is cleaning.
Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Go to the ocean.
But let's describe for the new viewers what we went through to get the property.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, we saw, maybe 10 or 15 properties maybe?
Right, yeah.
And
we did.
A really wide gambit of prices, distances from main roads.
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
because
some of them were horrible.
We also have to consider how far it is from the main road, and then how far it is from that particular place to the city, the accessibility, traffic, and all.
Yeah, there was one lot there that had the most fantastic view you could ever ask for.
Yeah.
But you were going to need a Land Rover with
or a helicopter.
Unbelievable. Go back to bias ply tires, right, guys, with 12 plies and stuff like that. It was a brutal road to get to it. So suffice to say is it took a while. And I will link one video at the end here because it'll drive John crazy. There was one piece of property that we thought was unbelievably great.
That's right.
The unfortunate part is it was on a coral bluff, as it were.
Right.
And
there's a hole.
We could see a hole going down, so we dropped stuff down.
Yeah.
And I dropped a 15-foot pole roughly,
Yeah.
and it just disappeared. So
And
that made us nervous.
We are afraid that it might connect into the ocean, into the water down below.
Yeah.
So
so there were some problems there
but the price is good.
The price was great. The view was great.
Yeah.
Was
Ocean
the house
view.
going to sink? We just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But it was also a little bit off the beaten track.
Right.
And just that much further away from Cebu City.
That's right. Like 30 minutes away from we usually were.
Yeah. There was another one that was our favorite. We had that all lined up before we even left. We'd had conversations with the agent.
Yeah.
The agent said that they were in contact with the owner. We got all the way there. We immediately bolted there to try and make sure we secured this property. And all of a sudden, this got in the way, and the price went that way.
Yeah, it was like the prices went up like more than 3 times.
3 times the price, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
like, wow.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
There was no way we were going to pay that
we
for
were
farmland.
so upset because we put all our heart, and that we already think that that's the property that we are going to buy, but
everything felt right here.
Yeah.
Proximity to San Remo,
That's
proximity to Cebu, the whole thing.
That's right.
Was really good. But we did see a number of other properties there that were really quite nice.
Yes.
But it wasn't until we started playing hardball a bit and just sort of, okay, fine, and just start walking away.
Yeah.
Just ignoring them completely, because
That's right.
when all of a sudden this was getting in the way and the prices were going up, we had to start playing hardball. And that's how we ended up with the property we've got now.
That's right. Like, it's just like we were looking for a different property, and then this agent has a friend who is also an agent, and she said that, this property here is for sale, and you might be interested. And then we saw it, and it's like, wow, okay, then this is it.
And then we secured the property. We did all the signing the day of the typhoon hit.
Typhoon Odette.
Yeah. And
December 16, 2021.
And just like all of these other potential disasters that are coming at you, we just said, time to go have a holiday. And we went up to Angeles to meet with friends and all of that type of thing. So if you're worried about the typhoon stuff, guys, take a holiday.
Yeah, because typhoon.
I mean, we flew 3 hours before the typhoon hit, basically, and we were out of there.
Yeah, but it feels like we are like inside a tin can for 30 minutes, like.
It's the only time I've seen a plane take off and just literally bolted all the way up through those clouds. It was unbelievable. You know how you normally get sort of off the ground, the landing gear comes up, he pulls back a little bit, and he slowly drifts up to altitude.
Yeah.
Boom! Straight through those clouds.
Scary. Yeah.
It was something else. Anyway, so then we got back to the property and we surveyed it, and then we were all happy. And well, I guess the surveying happened before that, but
before we even buy it.
Yeah, and then we proceeded with building, which at the time we thought would be the pillars, a roof, and a slab. And that was probably all the time we were going to get.
Yeah.
Because we had to educate the crew a little bit on what our goals were. But at the end of the day, we ended up having 14 guys
working for us.
This lady became the ultimate sorcerer of everything. And I didn't say sorcerer. I said sorcerer. Finding soil, finding rock, finding products and best prices and stuff like that.
Yeah, the nice thing about there is, like, if you'll go to construction suppliers, they also have contacts of their, who their suppliers are. So, and then there are suppliers who go around out and about and then look for people who are building houses, and then they will approach you, which is good because you could compare prices.
Yeah. But when the need was there, This lady went to work. Holy mackerel.
So
I can't give her enough kudos.
I know.
But the net result is, guys, this is what ended up happening in 6 weeks. We got a full seawall built.
Yes.
We had 14 guys working for us. We got a full garage built, plus 2 extra slabs done.
Right.
And the sidewalks all put in. And the septic tank was put in.
Yes.
It's all ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. And then the house is already
and we preloaded the house section.
It's already preloaded
because we're going to raise
limestone.
the house.
Yeah. So it's ready. When we get there, it will be ready for another work.
Another go at this thing. So the nice thing about where we're at is we're literally 200 meters from the main road, main highway, and we have a barangay office and a birthing center right there. We have eyes on that property all the time.
Right.
So we've accomplished that, and now it's time to build the house, which we know will come in at about 1 million pesos.
Yes.
It will be
more
in that
or less.
range. Yeah. And so in our previous Bilig Bayan box, that was all about sending tools to get the job done, breaker bars to break steel instead of spending time with noise and everything cutting bar. And we've got braces. We're going to make column pieces that will be removable and be able to shift from one to the other as we get going.
Right.
The only thing we will have is the beams will have to all be built on site. They'll be trough based, right? So the house will be a 60 square meter, not a big house. It will be equivalent to a 2 small bedroom and 2 bathroom. Yeah. The 1 bathroom for the ensuite will be 9 feet by 4'6", I think is what we worked out. So it's going to be a good size. And then the other washroom will be a sort of a powder room with a shower, but the shower will probably be where the laundry machine will be. Right, yeah. Yeah. We'll do a galley style type kitchen, and the living room isn't going to be all that big, guys. It's like, I don't know, 10 by 12 feet, something like that. But it's all, and then you have to add the kitchen onto it, right? Right.
So it's just living room, kitchen.
Yeah. And so it's not that big, but don't forget, out the front, 30 feet wide by 6 foot deck along the entire front. Right. All covered with the south wall on the one end to block the sun even that much longer in the day. Right. But on the northeast corner, we will have a roughly 20 square meter covered area as well. Yeah. Where we will have the dirty kitchen and likely the air conditioning compressors.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at, guys. Just an update on our lives.
Yeah. Can't wait to get there and start the work. But
she said she can't wait to get there. She's going to have to
listen. So we can finish the house.
So she's going to have to listen to me.
Just this time.
And she's going to put up with my frustration.
Oh, yeah. When he's upset, he's upset.
No, most of it is translation, guys, trying to
I know.
Get the actual stuff through.
For him to
because I will be taking tools this time, I will be a lot more hands-on. Not necessarily physical, but showing them how to use tools. Right. Like, for instance, we're taking Robertson screws, none of this damn Phillips stuff, with weak drill bit heads and weak screws that just strip immediately. We're sending Western quality screws, drills, all of that type of stuff with us.
So our carpenters it will be new to them. Using those because they just get used to the hammer and nails. So this time it's all power tools. And we'll see.
And I haven't mentioned that we are using AAC block, which is an aerated concrete. Yeah. So there's no splatter concrete afterwards and finishing all of that. Right. And even though those blocks are really expensive, we worked out the garage. It's 20% cheaper.
Right. And it's worth it because even if it is raining, they can still work. And you don't need to wait for the concrete to dry because it's just adhesive, so they can work even if it is raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
if the humidity gets too high, if the
Yeah.
rain is going too much, they can't do the proper concrete work, right?
That's right.
And it has the potential of cracking.
Yeah, but with that, with the
All we
AAC
do is a
block,
skim coat at the end of it
it's easy.
and paint it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that's right.
So we will continue with that process. I'm happy with that process. But a little bit more training on that because we bought the multi-tool. The multi-tool will be easy to make nice square linear cuts into the AAC for the water and the electrical lines. And none of this stick with a nail in it and a hammer. Oh, that's painful. That's just so hard on the eyes to watch. But it's what they do. It's what they do. So, but because we're using a different product, they will have to get used to using the tools.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're eager to go.
Yeah. He's excited.
Diba? Is she diba? I don't think so. She'd rather work.
Yeah, I'd rather work. Oh,
okay, guys. Salamat.
Thank you.